Greetings everyone, I'm Tarun, son of Vijayan. Today, I'm gonna talk about something that you need to take note for your future. GPA are worthless as criteria for hiring, and test scores are worthless. We found that they don't predict anything. Laszlo Bock, a former senior VP of People Operation at Google, made these startling remarks. They support my current statement that skills are what really secure a job, even when grades appear excellent on the paper. Most of us in this room stressing over assignments and exams right now, believing that a 4.0 CGPA is the only ticket to a good life. However, we are all eventually going to graduate and face a job market that cares less about what we scored and more about what we can do. Story of mine. As a university student, myself, I felt pressure to prioritize marks above all else. However, after researching modern hiring trends, I have realized that our current strategy might be outdated. I applied for a part-time work during my most recent semester break, and to my surprise, the firm asked me about my experience instead of my CGPA. This demonstrates that they value my experience rather than my grades. Students must prioritize practical skills over perfect marks because skills are the primary requirement for modern employment. They provide real-world adaptability and they determine long-term career success. First, let's look at the harsh reality of why your grades might not be matter as much as you think to recruiters. Employers are moving away from GPA as a primary screening tool for hiring. According to a Times of India research, 86% of American firms prioritize skills over degrees when hiring new employees, indicating a strong trend towards skill-based hiring. This is a big wake-up call for university students. High exam scores are not tied with job success. According to the data reviewed by large tech businesses like Google, demonstrating that academic excellence is not comparable to professional skills. The rise of skill-based hiring means that many major companies such as IBM and Accenture are remove degree or GPA requirements for entry-level roles, preferring instead to test candidate with practical assessment and projects. Hardly does our educational system teaches us how to put what we study in books into practice. Therefore, employers frequently view you as a useless even after you graduate. For this reason, it is wiser to aim for respectable grade while concentrating more on acquiring useful talents that can generally aid in the expansion of a business. Now that we know grades are not a golden ticket, let's examine what employers are actually looking for. There is a massive demand for practical soft skills that are rarely tested in exams. The NICE Job Outlook 2024 survey reveals that nearly 90% of employers seek evidence of problem-solving skills and over 80% look for team abilities. While a result shows you can memorize theories, it fails to show human skills like communication and leadership, which is essential for navigating a complex workplace. Based on my research, I will suggest that college students pursue a passion and or interest to demonstrate their abilities in both personal and professional lives as artificial intelligence AI begins to handle technical tasks and data processing. Beyond just getting the job, let's look how skills help you to keep the job and grow. Skills offer adaptability and career longevity, whereas grades are static and temporary. In a rapid changing world driven by AI and technology, technical skills and adaptability are critical. A high grade in a subject from 2024 helps you a little if you cannot adapt to a new tools in 2030. Professional with a growth mindset The willingness to learn new skills are more likely to promoted and successful to those who are simply rest on their academic results. Since a professional skills half-life is currently throughout to be only 5 years, your capacity to consistently acquire new things is significantly more crucial to your long-term survival than your university grades. In closing, while it is satisfying to see an A in your result slip, that letter alone will not navigate the challenges of the working world. We have seen that skills are the primary requirements for modern employment in today's hiring landscape, that they provide real-world adaptability necessary for navigating complex challenges, and that ultimately they determine the long-term career success far more than the academic results. In the end, I encourage you to begin creating skills portfolio in addition to your outcome in order to ensure that you are prepared for the employment rather than just passing tests. I want you to dedicate yourself to acquiring qualities like technical adaptabilities and leadership that are not including on the test. Remember, your degree will get you an interview, but it is your skills that will get you the job and keep it. Thank you.